But for quick visual use, the equatorial forks, which this is right here, in alt azimuth mode, which is straight up and down the way it is right now, perfect for visual and tracks flawlessly. This is one of the best designs Celestron's come out with in years. And of course, the Starbright coatings insignia right there, showing that this scope has Starbright coatings on its primary, secondary, and corrector plates. And those of y'all who don't know what I'm talking about, the secondary mirror is here. This glass aperture right here is the corrector plate. It's a real weak type corrector lens that corrects for spherical aberrations in the primary mirror. And of course, the primary mirror in the back of the scope with the light baffle in the middle, where the eyepiece attaches to in the back of the scope. Eyepieces would attach right here using the star diagonal. And right here is the focus knob for the system. The only drawback is with Schmidt-Cassagrands again, is that when you try to do this focus right here, you move the entire primary mirror in and out along the baffle tube in the tube. And that drawback is the mirror moves and has a tendency to move as it's being moved, as the scope is being tracked across the sky. Depending on its latitude, the mirror will move, and you will see it slowly start to shift as the scope tracks the object. It's not much of a big deal for visual use, but it does hinder astrophotography with a Schmidt-Cassegrain. But for the most part, you can't beat the Schmidt-Cassegrain for its compactness, as well as it's just very easy to set up, as y'all saw in the first part of the video. Very good scope, very compact for its size. The focal ratio of the optical tube is f10, meaning its diameter, which is right here, 279 millimeters, and the focal length, which is right here, 2800 millimeter, which is the point at which the light hits the primary mirror and comes to a stop, comes to a point. And by this being having the secondary mirror right in the center of the optical path, it reflects it back and shoots it back through the primary, the hole in the primary mirror, to where the eyepiece is, again, which is back here. That type of system has the ability to fold the optical path and magnify it. So it has, even though it's a short tube, it has a very long focal ratio and focal length, which is perfect for seeing small galaxies, small nebula, planetary nebula, planets, and lunar. But if you're seeing some of the larger nebulas, don't hold your breath, because the lowest I can get this thing is with this 50 power, using a 55 millimeter eyepiece, and that alone will not be able to see large nebula like the North American, and this you cannot get the entire Cygnus loop in there either. What you need is a wide field refractor for that. But for the most part, for smaller objects, and combined with the fact of the matter it has 11 inches of aperture, you can really see some detail in some of the smaller objects and planets. And now for the modes of the telescope, go here. M for this is the catalog modes right here. M for Messier objects, Cadwell objects, NCG, but also you can go in there and change that to IC objects as well. It's got the entire NGC catalog and the entire IC catalog. The Messier objects, which has all 110. Cadwell objects, which has all 110. Your planets. Your info about each object, which tells you about the right ascension and declination of the objects. Its magnitude. And a tour mode, which you can see any object that's up at that given time that's up. Control menu and menu. And also for planet, this thing also has, I'm going to do a, show you about the alignment modes that this thing does have. Undo it, back out, CPC ready. Right now, GPS is linking on the scope right now. Okay, GPS has linked. Right now it's like Skyline. It's up and running right now. With Skyline, all you gotta do is just find on 3 bright stars. You don't have to know its name or where to point the scope to. It will track. Go down, we'll hit the number 9 key. You can scroll through your options. Undo, back up. Align.